morning to one and all. This is Rajesh Rao, Maths faculty from Pragati Vidya Niketan. So today we'll discuss the topic about the polynomials. It is very important chapter, and from this chapter definitely we'll get in public exam 1 mark 2 questions. So 1 mark 2 questions, so 1 mark, that is total 2 marks, and 2 marks questions, 1 question 2 mark, so that is also 2 mark. So 1 question 4 marks, almost 8 marks you will get from this chapter. Definitely you will get 8 marks from this chapter. So 4 marks question we'll discuss later. So total polynomials. So this is the weightage of the chapter. Sometimes the weightage will be 7 or 8 or 9. It is not a fixed, because of that it is a CCA pattern. That's why it doesn't have any fixed weightage. So almost 7 to 9 marks we will get from this chapter. So be careful, it is very easy chapter, and we'll get more marks from this chapter. This is from paper 1. Okay, now in this chapter total we are having 4 exercises. Total 4 exercises. So exercise 1, introduction about polynomials. In exercise 2, graphs. In exercise 3, relationship between zeros and coefficients. And exercise 4, division algorithm. So outlook of the chapter is a total 4 exercises. First chapter is introduction of polynomials, so that means the coefficients, whether it is 0 or not, and value of the polynomial, how to find from this exercise. And the second exercise we are having graphs. So third exercise, the relationship between zeros and coefficients. And the fourth exercise is division algorithm. These 4 exercises we are having. So definitely from the second exercise 1 4 marks question will come, and sometimes from fourth exercise also they will give 4 marks question. So first third exercise will get 1 mark and 2 marks question. This is the total outlook of this chapter. So now we'll go through the chapter. When you coming to the polynomials definition, before going to the polynomial definition, first we have to learn the expression. That means algebraic expression. What is an expression? Before going to expression, first you have to know about variables and constants. What is variable and what is constant? So variable means you know about variable from 7th class onwards. We are learning the algebra chapter. From that, variable means it doesn't have any fixed value, and that is we can take it as alphabets A, B, C, any variable we can take from A to Z. So coming to the constant means it has a fixed value. It has a fixed value. Fixed value means it doesn't have it has fixed value means we can take it as numerals. That is 3, 7, 4. These are all constants, variables. So we can take A to Z. No fixed value. It has a fixed value. So already you know about these are terms, and these are the definitions. So now I am going to polynomial definition. So expression also, you know, algebraic expression, combination of variables and constants, including algebraic operators. Algebraic operators means addition sign, subtraction sign, multiplication sign, and division sign. So I'm taking variable and constants with algebraic operator. This is called an expression, which is nothing but algebraic expression. Algebraic expression. So algebraic expression. So now coming to the polynomial definition, an algebraic expression involving the variable is having non-negative integral powers. Non-negative integral powers. So definition of polynomials. An expression is nothing but algebraic expression. Expression involving, that means having variable with non-negative integral power or exponent, non-negative integral power. So identify this non-negative integral. That means positive values including with 0, zero because neither positive nor negative. That's why we have to take a non-negative integral. So now coming to standard form of a definition, standard form of a polynomial. A0, a1x, a2x square and so on, an x power n. Here a0, a1, a2 and so on, an are coefficients of variables, and here an is not equal to 0. An is not equal to 0. Identify the powers here. If there is no power means here x power 0 we can write, x power 1, x power 2, x power 3. Powers are increasing from 0 to n. So what is the highest power here? N. So that's why this is called nth degree polynomial. Nth degree polynomial. So it is called nth degree polynomial. Nth degree polynomial. When you take nth degree polynomial, I wrote here an is not equal to 0. If an equal to 0, what it will become? If an equal to 0, total term will become 0. So highest degree is the before term will become. The before term is the highest degree. Then that's why I'm writing here an is not equal to 0 and n belongs to whole numbers. N belongs to whole numbers. This is the standard form of a polynomial. Standard form of a polynomial. If we take the example of polynomial, x square minus plus 3x minus 7. So here also variable x. So power of the variable is 1. Here there is no variable means 7 is multiplying with 1. Every number, every value is multiplying with 1. So when you take 1 is nothing but x power 0. So identify the powers of the variables 2, 1, 0, decreasing. In any order we can write, but I'm writing here in decreasing order, 2, 1, 0. 2, 1, 0. So highest power of the, this is called an expression. Highest power of this expression is called 2. Highest power of the expression is 2. Then this is a polynomial. Degree of polynomial is 2. Degree of polynomial is 2. Now types of polynomials. Types of polynomials. So there are two types. They divided the polynomial into two types based on their terms, based on their degree. So based on their term you know that each and every term is separated by addition sign or subtraction sign. Based on their terms, first we are looking. If we take based on their terms, first one is monomial. Second one is binomial. Third one is trinomial. So fourth one is multinomial. So based on their terms. So what is monomial? A polynomial which contains only one term, that is called monomial. A polynomial which contains only one term, that is monomial. A monomial example I'm taking. So 3x. Only one term is there. That's why it is called monomial. Now a polynomial which contains two terms, that is binomial. See the example here, 3x plus 7 I am taking. So two terms are here. Already I said each and every term is separated by addition sign or subtraction sign only. Only two signs we have to take, addition sign or subtraction sign. Now trinomial, three terms. A polynomial which contains three terms, that is called trinomial. Example 4x square plus 3x plus 7. So here three terms are there, then we can take that is trinomial. What about multinomial? A polynomial which contains one or more terms is called multinomial. Remember the definition, it is very important. A polynomial which contains one or more terms is called multinomial. So these are all multinomials. So monomial, binomial, trinomial are multinomials. A monomial is a multinomial, but multinomial is need not be a monomial. Similarly, binomial, trinomial also we can consider. So these are the different types of polynomials based on their terms. Now, based on their degree. So before going to based on their types of polynomials based on their degree, first we have to take a degree of polynomial. What is the degree of the polynomial? So degree of the polynomial means the degree of monomial I am taking. Degree of monomial 4x square. So what is the degree? Highest power of the variable is called degree. Already we discussed about degree. So here there is only one variable, that's why we can take it as degree 2. Sometimes x square y. So two variables are there. Here how to calculate the degree? This is also monomial. How to calculate the degree of this monomial? So see here, what is the power of the variable? 1. So when they give two terms, we have to add the powers of the variables. So what is the power of the variable? Here 2, here 1. If you add these two, 2 plus 1 equal to 3. This 2, this 1. So total this monomial degree is 3. So x, y, z they give. Now you can understand what is the degree of this monomial? 3. Degree of this monomial is 3. So if there is a monomial, you know how to find the degree. There are more than one or two term, one term. More than one term means we can take x square plus 3x power 10. Two terms are here. Then what is the degree of this polynomial? Here variable is x. Highest power of the variable we have to take. Here highest power means from these two highest value is 10. Then degree of this polynomial is 10. I think you understand about the degree of the polynomial. So if you understand how to find the degree of the polynomial, based on their degrees we can divide the different types of polynomials. So types based on their degree. So first one is linear polynomial. Second one is quadratic polynomial. Third one is cubic polynomial, biquadratic polynomial, quintic polynomial. In our 10th class only we are having up to quadratic. Sometimes we can use cubic polynomial. After this biquadratic polynomial, very less sums they will give. So quintic polynomial, so just I am giving the definition of quintic polynomial. Now, so linear polynomial. Linear polynomial contains the highest degree of the variable is 1. Which contains highest degree of the variable is 1. That is x plus 3. So in this expression, in this polynomial, what is the highest degree? 1 only. That's why this is called linear polynomial. So I will write here general form. So that is ax plus b. This is the general form of a linear polynomial. Here we need to take a comma b belongs to complex numbers and a is not equal to 0. What about a is not equal to 0? Why we have to take a is not equal to 0? If a equal to 0, this total term will become 0. There is no variable. There is no variable. That's why a is not equal to 0. So quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial is highest degree is 2. In the polynomial, the highest degree is 2. X square plus 7x plus 3. This is the quadratic polynomial. Here also general form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0. If a equal to 0, it will become linear polynomial. But we are discussing about quadratic polynomial. That's why a is not equal to 0. So, and a comma b comma c belongs to complex numbers. So, cubic polynomial. 3x cube plus 7x square. That's it, enough. No need to write all the terms every time. So 3x cube plus 7x square also we can take the example for cubic polynomial. So because of that, remaining terms are 0. Remaining terms are 0. 3x cube plus 7x square. So the general form we can take ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. So no need to take 0 expression this is. So here a is not equal to 0. Then a comma b comma c belongs to c, d belongs to complex numbers. So similarly, biquadratic polynomial, general form of biquadratic polynomial is ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. So highest power of the variable is 4. Similarly, quintic polynomial, highest power of the variable is 5. Highest power of the variable is 5. That is, here also a is not equal to 0. Ax power 5 plus bx power 4 plus cx cube dx square ex plus f, a is not equal to 0. So identify here, in each and every expression I wrote a is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. Here if a is not equal to 0, it will become linear polynomial. A equal to 0, only constant term will become. A equal to 0, it will become here. A equal to 0, it will become linear polynomial. Here A equal to 0, it will become quadratic polynomial. We are discussing about cubic polynomial, that's why. So similarly, in these two cases also we can take. This is the types of polynomials based on their degree. So now, how to find the value of the polynomial? Value of the polynomial. Value of a polynomial. So very important, this is for 1 mark question. Definitely sometimes they will give 2 marks questions also. So value of the polynomial. Now I am taking polynomial p of x equal to x square plus 3x plus 4. X square plus 3x plus 4. To find the value of the polynomial, now I am taking k. K is any real number. K is any real number. So instead of, in the place of x, if you substitute k value, we will get some value of this expression. So k is any real number. So any real number in the place of x in this expression, if you substitute, we will get some value. That is the value of this given polynomial. That means, suppose I am taking the real number k equal to 2. Suppose let us take the example k equal to 2. When you substitute in the place of x, p of k equal to k square plus 3k plus 4. Now in the place of x, first I substitute k, after that 2 I am substituting p of 2 square plus 3 into 2 plus 4. 4 plus 6 plus 4, 14. So the value of the polynomial p of x at 2 is 14. So the value of polynomial p of x, at 2 is 14. At 2 is 14. So that is the value of the polynomial. In your public examination, how they will give the question? they will give p of x equal to 3x square minus 4x plus 10. Find p of minus 2. P of minus 2. P of minus 2 means just they are asking find the value of the polynomial p of x at minus 2. At minus 2. So just a substitute in the place of x, you can minus 2, 3 into minus 2 whole square plus 4 into minus 2 plus 1. 3 into 4, this is minus into minus plus 4 to the 8 plus 10. 12 plus 8 plus 10, that is 30. That is 30. So value of this polynomial at x equal to 2 is 30. At x equal to 2 is 30. That is the value of the polynomial. I think you are understanding about the value of the polynomial. So we'll go for next 0 of the polynomial. What is 0 of the polynomial? 0 of a polynomial. 0 of a polynomial. 0 of a polynomial means, suppose I am taking the polynomial p of x, that is 4x plus 7. 4x plus 7. So whatever the value you are substituting in the place of x, whatever the value means any real number you are substituting in the place of x, total polynomial will become 0. So for which value the polynomial is 0, that value is called 0 of the polynomial. That value is called the 0 of the polynomial. Before we found how to find the value of the polynomial. That if you substitute that value, total polynomial will become 0. That is the 0 of the polynomial. That is the 0 of the polynomial. How to find the 0 of the polynomial? If you want to find the 0 of the polynomial, total first step is p of x. Take p of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0 means what is the p of x value? 4x plus 7 equal to 0. To find the x value, x is the 0 of the polynomial here. So 4x plus 7, 4x equal to minus 7, x equal to minus 7 by 4. When you substitute minus 7 by 4 in the place of x, then total value of the polynomial is 0. Substitute here 4 into minus 7 by 4 plus 7. I am substituting here whether it will become 0 or not. So 4 gets cancelled. Minus 7 plus 7 is 0. Minus 7 plus 7 is 0. For what value the total polynomial will become 0? Minus 7 by 4. So minus 7 by 4 is the 0 of this polynomial. Minus 7 by 4 is the 0 of this polynomial. So and we can take here value of the polynomial is minus 7 by 4. What is the value? 0. Value of the polynomial is 0. 0 of the polynomial is minus 7 by 4. Value of the polynomial is 0. 0 of the polynomial is minus 7 by 4. Let us take one more example to understand. So now I am taking p of x equal to 3x minus 9. 3x minus 9. So for what value? Find the 0 of this polynomial. Find the 0 of this polynomial. So 3x minus 9 equal to 0. What I said before, you should make p of x equal to 0. 3x equal to 9, x equal to 9 by 3, 3 1 jar 3 3 jar, x equal to 3. For this value, the total polynomial will become 0. Total polynomial will become 0. So this is value of the polynomial, and 0 of the polynomial is 3. Value of the polynomial is 0. Value of the polynomial is 0. So now I am substituting p of 3 equal to 3 into 3 minus 9. P of 3 equal to 3 3s are 9 minus 9. P of 3 equal to 0. Understand? So this is value of the polynomial. Sorry, 0 of the polynomial. So coming to the next point, what is 0 polynomial? What is 0 polynomial? 0 polynomial, 0 of a polynomial. both are different. 0 polynomial, 0 of a polynomial. 0 of a polynomial means what we have discussed in the previous topic, previous values, that is 0 of polynomial, 0 of a polynomial. 0 polynomial means 0 polynomial. 0 polynomial means in an algebraic expression, in any polynomial. Now I am taking the polynomial p of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c. In this polynomial, if and only if a equal to 0, b equal to 0 and c equal to 0, that we can write it as a equal to b equal to c equal to 0, then this polynomial is called 0 polynomial. This polynomial is called 0 polynomial. Okay, so coefficient of x square a, coefficient of x b, constant term c, constant term c. So a0, b0, c0, then there is no polynomial here. That's why this is 0 polynomial. That's why this is 0 polynomial. So a equal to b equal to c equal to 0, then we can say that that is 0 polynomial. So what about this degree? This is very important bit for half mark questions, blanks. Degree of 0 polynomial. Degree of 0 polynomial. So degree of 0 polynomial they are asking. 0 polynomial means if there is no polynomial, how can you find the degree? That's why this is not defined. Degree of 0 polynomial is not defined. Degree of 0 polynomial is not defined. 0 polynomial, 0 of a polynomial. So sometimes you will get the doubt about 0 of a polynomial. Before I said only example for linear polynomial. When they give quadratic polynomial, that means p of x equal to x square minus 2x plus 4. X square minus 2x plus 4. Suppose if you take this example, how to find the 0 of a polynomial? 0 of a polynomial. What I said to find the 0 of the polynomial? 0 of a polynomial means to find the value of x. You should find the value of x. How to find the value of x? X square minus 2x plus 4 equal to 0. So this is quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial based on their degree. This is quadratic polynomial. How to find the value of x? By using splitting the middle term method, or we can call it as factorization. Factorization method. So in these two methods, any method we can apply, then you can find the two values for x. Those two are the zeros for polynomial. Okay. Now, if you observe here, x minus 7, x square minus 3x plus 4, x cube plus 3x square minus 4x plus 4. So see here, this is linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial. Based on their degree, we can divide. So here, how many values will get for x? Only one value. How many values will get here? Two values. How many values for x here? Three values. So highest degree is 2. That's why we are getting two values for x. Highest degree is 3. Then we will getting three values. Three zeros. Two zeros. Only one zero. If it is a linear polynomial, we'll get only 1 0. If it is a quadratic polynomial, we'll get 2 zeros. If it is cubic polynomial, we'll get 3 zeros. Based on their degree, what is the highest degree of this polynomial? Those many zeros will get the polynomial. So now 0 polynomial and 0 of the polynomial you understand. Now we'll go for constant polynomial. A polynomial which contains only variable, polynomial which contains only constant. There is no variable in that polynomial, that's why it is called constant polynomial. Now I am taking 3. This is a constant polynomial. Minus 7. This is constant polynomial. minus 4, this is constant polynomial, minus 7 by 3, this is also constant polynomial, 4 by 7, constant polynomial, root 2, constant polynomial, root 2 also constant polynomial. So students are doing the common mistake here only. When it is having a root, non-negative integral of our definition of the polynomial, when we take the definition of the polynomial, 3x square minus root 3x plus 4, whether it is a polynomial or not means children are saying it is not a polynomial because of that here root came. Root we have to take only for constants, that means coefficients of the variables, coefficients of the variables. We cannot take root value for variables, we cannot take value for variables. So it is a polynomial, it is a polynomial. When we take 3x square minus root 3x plus 4, it is not a polynomial, it is not a polynomial. According to the definition of the polynomial, non-negative integral powers of the variables. So here the variable is x. Non-negative integral means only positive values including 0 aside, but here root 3 into root x will come. So root x means x power 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is not there in the positive values. 1 by 2 is a rational number. That's why this is not a polynomial. Be careful. These mistakes children will do when the root for coefficients, of the variable, it is a polynomial. When the root for variables, it is not a polynomial. Then take this example, 3x square minus 4 by 3 root x plus 4. This is also not a polynomial. This is also not a polynomial. Then 3x square minus 4 by x plus 4. This is also not a polynomial. Why? Because see here the variable is in denominator. What is the degree of this variable? 1. So if it will come to the numerator, definitely it will become x power minus 1 based on their loss of exponents. So x power minus 1 means what? It is a negative integral power. But according to our definition, non-negative integral, that means positive integers along with 0. So here negative integer came, that's why this is not a polynomial. So simply we can conclude that variables should not be in denominator, all variables should be in numerator. Okay, so constant polynomial, we are discussing about a constant polynomial. Constant polynomial means a polynomial which contains only constant number, that means 4, minus 3 by 2, 6. These are all constant polynomial. What about their degree? Degree of constant polynomial. Degree of constant polynomial. Degree of constant polynomial is 0. Degree of constant polynomial is 0. Why? Because here if there is no value means 1 is multiplying. Always every number is multiplying with 1. Every number is multiplying with 1. So you know about multiplicative identity. That's why we will get the same value. Here also it is multiplying with 1. Here also it is multiplying with 1. 1 means already from loss of exponents you know that x power 0 equal to 1. Then 4 into x power 0 minus 3 by 2 into x power 0, 6 into x power 0. So this is constant number, degree is 0. Constant number, degree is 0. Constant number, degree is 0. That's why degree of constant polynomial is 0. Degree of 0 polynomial is not defined. Already we discussed about degree of 0 polynomial. Degree of 0 polynomial. So this is the first exercise concept based on the different definitions. So what we have discussed, definition of a polynomial. Now next, based on their terms, types of polynomials, based on their degree. Next, how to find the degree of the polynomial. Next, zero polynomial, zero of the polynomial, and most important one is value of the polynomial. That is how to find the value of the polynomial. How to find the value of the polynomial, that will come for 1 mark question or maybe 2 marks question also. So we have to learn only concept of first exercise. Using this concept, you can do the first exercise by your own. If you have any doubt from first exercise or any related concept, you can make a call to me. Okay, thank you. We'll meet in second session. So in that second session, definitely we'll discuss about graphs. We'll discuss about graphs. That is the second exercise. Graph is very, very important. So 4 marks question will come in public exams. So this is the definition of the this is the concept of the polynomials. So if you know the concept, then you can do the solutions easy. If you don't understand, if you don't know the concept, you cannot do the solutions in any chapter. So concentrate on the concept, then you can do the solutions. So before doing the first exercise, first revise the concept, then go to the first exercise and try this, do these questions also you can do. So if you have any doubt, then please post in my YouTube channel, then comment on YouTube channel. Definitely I will reply the answers. Thank you very much.